Am I the asshole for telling my husband that he absolutely ruined the birth of our child?
I gotta say no. I feel like this is a common theme for Reddit stories.
For Am I the asshole? Yeah.
From Am I the asshole? So I'm going with the law average here.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
Not gonna lie, my shit froze again, so I'm gonna rock with John.
Cool. Love it. All right. So, hi, everyone. Our daughter is now 8 weeks old. So, obviously, this whole argument has gone on for a very, very long time. We both have been holding grudges, and neither of us think that we are in the wrong. My husband does not know I am posting this, so I'm going to keep it anonymous as possible. So, when I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband started immediately telling me that I should have a home birth. I really do not know why he was so adamant on it, but he was. At first, I brushed him off and told him I would think about it because I was only 6 weeks pregnant and the birth seemed so far off. Of course, it came quickly, and my husband would literally speak over me at the doctor's appointments when my doctor would ask if I had a birth plan. That's crazy. This caused a few arguments between us in those 39 weeks of pregnancy, but I never really changed my mind. Eventually, my husband's mother sat me down and talked to me, and she told me all the reasons why they did not want me to go to the hospital for the birth. I expressed my concerns about the safety of the baby and myself, but just like my husband, she brushed me off. I'm curious about what the reasons were why you wouldn't want to get hospital.
Is there like a weird religious thing?
Maybe.
I remember past stories that we did, and it was a sister-in-law and the mother-in-law was saying that, oh, you won't be as womanly if you don't, do a natural birth or some shit like that. It's like a rite of passage for them.
Yeah, but you could do a natural birth at
the hospital.
Yeah, you can.
I was going to comment already. I was going to comment a story already. I got to say, if whoever's pushing the baby out gets the fucking choice of what they want to do.
Yeah,
exactly right.
100%. I ended up telling my husband that I would take myself to the hospital when it was time and that I did not want a home birth. He acted as if he didn't want to hear me. We met with a doula who was also very pushy. I felt overwhelmed and not supported at all. I was 36 weeks at that point. So when I went into labor, I was 39 weeks and I absolutely begged my husband to take me to the hospital where my doctor is, and he wouldn't. He spoke to me condescendingly and called the doula instead. I was in labor. Get this. I was in labor for about 3 days, active labor for about around 22 hours. Yeah. With no
medication.
Yeah. Crazy.
No, divorce. I mean, yes. I think
murder.
I will join you. Don't believe
that. We often don't support violence.
I do.
But this is torture. Like, no, that's crazy.
You could have killed.
Yes. You could have killed
your wife.
Both of them.
And the baby, yeah.
Yeah. I cried the whole time and just felt something was wrong. I was scared, and oftentimes they left me alone.
What
the doula told me that if active pushing and labor reached 24 hours, I had to go into the hospital. I remember thinking that I could not decide which was worse, staying in labor for another 2 hours or having my baby right there. When she was finally out, I don't even remember wanting to hold her. I just remember crying out of relief. Obviously, I'm okay now, but I did not have a good experience. On my first appointment after birth with the doctor, she was very shocked I had the baby. She was concerned, and I was so upset. I told my husband that he's absolutely ruined it for me. I truly never want to go through with that again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I hear mothers say that they forget all of the pain the second they have a baby, but I didn't. I love my daughter so much, but it was horrible, and it was entirely his fault. So I told him several times. He rolls his eyes every time and tells me how mothers are strong and how I'm not trying to be strong. I told him that if we ever have another baby, which he wants, that I will never do a home birth again.
No if.
His response was, "We'll see." I cannot possibly be the asshole here, can I? Everyone around me is acting like this is so normal, but it's not, is it? So am I the asshole?
Murder.
Yeah,
I mean, he's crazy. Setting you out to dry. He wants you dead. Like, oh my god, this is making me angry. I hate when men just see women as some sort of vessels, as some sort of a piece of meat. It's just like, hey, go ahead and deliver my offs. Do you know? I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom the pain, the suffering the mental fucking anguish they got to go through to do like to give a life, like childbirth. I got kicked in the nuts like twice in a row at some point, and I'm like, I thought that was the worst pain in my life. That's probably a blip
Nowhere
of
near
what they
it.
feel.
Yeah.
Nowhere near it.
Nowhere
that little
near
goddamn pain simulator we did when we did our live, bro, I tapped out at 6. And
Yeah.
that's probably a tickle compared to like what they had to go through. And this, I'm choosing violence on his husband. Fuck that fool.
Yeah, we don't always choose violence, but
I do.
We choose it correctly.
John, you're forgetting the bit.
No, I'm forgetting it for this motherfucker for sure.
He's like, I will pass on my bit for this guy. Yeah, and I agree.
I wish him nothing but kidney stones for the rest of his life, and and that's probably not even what it feels like.
Yeah,
to feel that.
It's crazy to me. Honestly, it does seem like he wanted her to not make it through. Like with the lack of care, even like throughout 3
to dip
days,
in the middle is crazy.
Yeah, like that's insane. Like 22 hours of active labor, not taking you to the hospital, not checking on you, leaving you at some points. Like it really seems like you're dating someone who doesn't want you around. And
dude, the Will C is sinister.
Yeah, Will C is evil.
Truly, truly one of the most evil people we've talked about. Get out of there. Don't even. I can't fathom how you're considering a second child with this person.
I don't know how you're considering staying with this person.
I don't know how you're still there. It's been 8 weeks. I'd be taking my baby and running for the hills because this guy is dangerous to you and the baby. And so is the mother-in-law. Like, fuck her as well.
And the doula.
Fuck the doula. Yeah. Everyone's an asshole except for you and the baby here.
Also, where do you live where everybody is taking this as normal news? You know what I mean?
Well, it's probably the 3 people she sees is the doula, the mother-in-law, and the husband all telling her that this is normal, basically. Oh. And so she probably feels gaslit into thinking it's normal.
The fact that she has no autonomy or say in any of the situation, this is abuse.
Yeah. I don't know. Obviously not the asshole was what Reddit decided. And Flonique said, anyone else feel super creeped out that the husband and the mother conspired to force OP into a home birth? It immediately gave me the sense that they hoped she would die and they could keep the baby. And that was exactly what you said you were feeling there, John. So
get therapy.